hollow.
Welcome back, everybody, into the upper bracket best of 5 finals. Words. Upper bracket best of 5 finals. The winner goes on to the grand finals next weekend Sunday. Loser drops down to the lower bracket final and has to fight one best of 5 to then make it to the grand final. So this could be what we see for our final. This could be a precursor to the best of 7 series next week Sunday. So on the left-hand side will be Bounty Hunters, with a first ban on the Samuro. On the right side it will be COPIUM. And we'll see who's going to be able to take this series here. And it is the Meta Madness style of draft. Heroes that are picked and played are unavailable in future maps of this series, so Samuro could be picked up in map 2, 3, 4, or 5. We have had our other 2 best of 5s go the distance, and we'll see if this one will, or if it's going to just be a shutout from one of these 2 teams. I'm hoping we go the distance. I will be happy to cast and lose my voice today so we can get 15 maps of Heroes of the Storm, because who doesn't want Heroes of the Storm? Yeah. Chromie will be banned away as well. Maev, Samuro to be removed. What will be the last ban on the right side? Maybe a Lucio ban? Possibly a Lucio ban. He has seen a lot of priority. And the one map that he's been played in today, I think, found victory. Actually, no, I think he's been played twice today with 100% victory, but it was always in like a map 5. Rhaegar to be banned. Okay, so will this be an early Lucio pickup from Bounty Hunters? Will they go for Blaze out the gates? It is Cursed Hollow. Dahaka's still up as well. If you're looking for decent frozen pizza and like to try style the motors. Dude, I stare at that all the time, Meow, and I never, I always look at the box and I'm like, I don't know if I want this. I'm always disappointed by frozen pizza. Like, every single time I go to Costco, I always look at that for like a minute. I'm like, maybe I should get it this time, and then I never do. I should do that next time and try it. Dahaka will be the first pick for the side of Bounty Hunters. We do have your Brightwing Blaze on the right as well. Okay. Ooh, almost dropped my water bottle. But is there any consideration for Lucio? Like, I know I'm hounding on it, but he's such a good healer. Curse Hollow is a phenomenal map for him as well. High 5 is great into the Blaze and stuff. Best frozen pizza? Really? Really, Tix? Huh, okay. I'll have to look at that, okay. A second person to vouch for the Motor City pizza. I've been staring at that pizza the last, like, 4 times I've gone to Costco. So it's been about a year and a half. Sylvanas with a Nubarek is just a really nice start. Good siege potential. Is there maybe a consideration to ban Sergeant Hammer? No, they'll get rid of Anduin. Okay. No Light Bomb shenanigans. I mean, there's a lot of really good, like, Burrow Charge plus Light Bomb, Haunting Wave plus Light Bomb. You can still go Genji with the Anduin as well. So it's a good heads-up ban from Copium. Oh, left side. Maybe a Li Ming ban, potentially. She does have really good poke into the objective areas. She also gets rid of the Cocoon quite quickly as well. Yeah, I like the idea of a Li Ming ban. They're just going to get rid of the Johanna, though. Okay. Johanna will be removed, so we get into the latter half of our draft with a Brightwing Blaze. What are they going to put in with this, though? It's a bit of a dive composition. Maybe they consider a Diablo with, like, a Grey Mane? Because you could Blaze, Jet Propulsion, Shadow Charge, Razor Swipes, Curse Bolt's a good chunk into a Nubarak as well. Muradin Falstead. Okay, so they're going to go for a global. They'll have Gust for boss control and pushing people back because there's a little dive from the enemy. But then again, Sylvanas has Haunting Wave, Will the Forsaken, Dahaka can Burrow, a Nubarak with Burrow Charge. So there is a way for them to avoid Gust or close the distance once again, but the Muradin Stormbolt should be a nice sort of staller. So there's a little bit more control comp coming out from the side of Copium, whereas I believe this is going to be a full dive comp from Bounty Hunters. There's the Lucio. I like the Hanzo with this as well. Bounty Hunters with a phenomenal draft, in my opinion. Saw Walmart carried one with the sausages or like a combo pizza. Definitely give. Okay, yeah. Thank you so much. I have never heard anyone really give good feedback about that Motor City pizza, so very happy to hear about that. Thanks, bud. Alright, here's our 10 heroes. This is the only map they'll be playable on, as map number 2 will... well, these will be banned away. It's the Meta Madness style of draft. The prediction is going. Get your gamble in. Final series of the day. Welcome in to map number 1 of this upper bracket final. Right side of the map will be Copium with your Nano Genji, Banana Brightwing, Hopaka Falstad, Masquerade Muradin, and over in the top lane, you've got your Sir Dath Blaze. Nice mount skin synergy. Really good skinergy right there. Love it. Look at that, look at that. So fitting on the motorcycle, too. Left side of the map is going to be the crew of bounty hunters. You got a Hazuob's Hanzo. Rutzu will be playing your Lucio, Dino Sylvanas, Breeze Anubarak, and Wubby's the Dahaka. So, we know Sylvanas shenanigans. Falstad floating down to bottom. Genji Muradin chilling towards top lane. Anubarak will show in bottom. Brightwing phase shifting to the Falstad as they jump into bottom lane. Rutsu providing rotational vision. Big burrow charge. Or excuse me, big impale into drag. First blood picked up by the side of bounty hunters, as there are no bounties being hunted currently. Hazu got Hanzo. It's over. Well, time to put your channel points where your beliefs are. Time to all in, Slag. Might of the Banshee Queen. Oh, sorry, that's Overwhelming Affliction for the Sylvanas. You've got Enhanced Agility, Simple Geometry. Anubarak will pick up Carapace level 1 as well for Nerubian Armor, as well as the Accelerando. Right side is going to be your Brightwing with Greater Polymorph, Agile Dismount, Frequent Flyer Falstad, Muradin Dwarf Block, and Adrenaline Stimpack. Muradin will scout this camp out. Dino pretty much ignoring. Hanzo maybe looking for a scatter setup here as well, into Masquerade to get some stackage. Retreat Ping is going to be called as Anubarak is rotating in. Muradin still chilling on the right side. Anubarak, yeah, they're not able to do anything. Masquerade just chilling, harassing. First objective will be in the top center of the map. You have Brightwing in the bottom lane. Burrow charge from Anubarak. Ah, Pixie Dust to get the movement speed buff and disengage. Wellbe in the top lane got chunked a little bit by the Genji Blaze, it looks like. Essence was activated as Genji did dive in. Drag misses, but this will be a quick clear of the wave. Bit of a scuffle here. The rotation up into mid. Unstable poison. You've got your serrated arrows. Muradin will go into Sledgehammer, so he's got a little bit faster cooldown reduction post level 10. You have a 1.25 cooldown rather than the 1 second for the auto attacks. Shuriken Mastery and such. Beta Barbs. It's all pretty standard. Nothing really crazy to note. Outside of Sledgehammer, kinda, but even then, like, it's not crazy. Some Shurikens fired in from Genji here. Dahaka looking to just step up the wave, or push up the wave. Brightwing in bottom lane. Decent damage onto Hanzo. Hazuob's uses the corner of the wall to get the natural agility to back away. Lucio with a little sound wave. Chunks onto Hopaka, forced to tap well. Masquerade does the same. More scatters out from Hazu. Nano will be delayed. Wubby just floating around, tapping bush for the movement speed. Swift strike into the bush, gets the hits. I'm assuming Dahaka's just going to grab the wave. I think Wubby was like, oh, I can go for the channel, but then Genji's just going to sit there and poke with Shurikens and stack that up easily, so no need to do that. Wubby's actually going to tap the well. Get some healing over time. I don't think much essence is available for our Dahaka here, only 12. Genji going for the channel. Rutsu with a delay. Breeze in the bush on the left side. Full auto build for your Falstad. Muradin with his Sledgehammer, level 7. Skullcracker. Sledgehammer's the 4. The Skullcracker with the mini stuns. Good drag into Blaze. Sonic Arrow gets a delay onto Masquerade. Serdath is a little bit low. Impale does land. Stormbolt. I think it hit the Lucio Boombox. And no kill onto the Blaze, but he is around 400-something HP, able to back away, ignite the Oil Slick, and heal up a little bit. Brightwing maybe delaying over the wall. Nope, Genji. He is going to jump in. Scatter goes out from Hanzo. Jet Propulsion's pretty good. The Impale wubbies low and gets taken down. First kill to the side of Copium. Banana gets delayed once again. Falstad, he's going to be flying up from bottom. No level 10. Dahaka, does he have Brush Stock available after death? He does, so he can Brush Stock back into this. Sylvanas will be taken down by the Falstad and Genji, and it's looking like Copium, hot off that previous best of 5, are going to be able to get first tribute point. And a couple kills. Not too bad. Wait, cooking a pizza in the box? Wait, what? I've never heard of that before. Oh, so Dahaka will lose 1 stack of Feeding Frenzy, so he's got a 1.25 second cooldown per auto attack. Doesn't need to be hero specific, just autos. Boombox, Lucio, Subterranean Shields. You've got your Festering Wounds with the Overwhelming Affliction combo. Unstable Poison for the minion wave. Full auto build for Falstad. You've got your Shuriken Mastery. Everything's looking pretty standard. You will see the Nano Machine coating for Blaze as well. Try and slow down some of that auto attack speed of Sylvanas and even further of Hanzo. Next tribute will be bottom right of the map, positioning favoring Copium. I would assume that Bounty Hunters give this away. Burrow Charge misses from Breeze. Oh, got you. Okay, thank you. Thank you. I was like, what? How do you not burn the entire cardboard? Like, that's got to be tough-ass cardboard, man. Teflon cardboard. Either way, heroics are here on both sides. Bunker, Avatar, Gust, X-Strike, and Blink Heal. We've got a Wailing Arrow, Dragon's Arrow, Cocoon Isolation, and Lucio, I assume, is high 5. It is indeed. Falstad managing top lane, so our framing's a little high there. Just chilling in top lane. Okay. Does Dahaka step up? Okay, I was just waiting to see what he does here. Newbrag was able to burrow charge away. I think the high 5 from Lucio did come through as well. Nano going for the channel here. Will they be able to get it? A Haunting Wave from Sylvanas will be the interrupt. No, it's not! Wow, I thought Dino had that interrupt. Huh. Breeze is just going to hug the boss pit. Mounts up. Muradin chilling in the bush. Still a 3-kill game in total. 2 of those kills going over to the left-hand side, but Wailing Arrow, Burrow Charge, Gust from Falstad is good. The drag denied by the Polymorph. The isolation does miss. So many missed opportunities here for either side to make something happen, and full disengage is achieved by Copium. Really good Gust from Hopaka there. Really good Gust. Flame just pokes onto Dino. Genji jumps in. 50 stacks on that level 4 of the 60. And our next tribute is on the top left. Positioning is technically favoring Bounty Hunters, but they are trailing a little bit. Trailing just a little bit. Kills and tribute points here, but experience is looking really close between both sides. Masquerade and Breeze just trading autos. Bottom lane boss is going to be grabbed. Hazu is done with his level 1, so he's got the extra scatter. He's also got that level 7 as well, which is great. Excuse me, the level 4, which is really good for going for the boss here, as we do have the top lane started. Is there going to be any sort of... No, okay. I was wondering if there'd be a contest over this, but it seems like bottom boss is going to be amplified siege-wise by Dino Breeze. No, actually... Are they going to steal Siege Giants?
Choose a talent.
Be careful.
Okay, yeah, they're showing proxying the wave. Genji misses the jump right there. Hanzo Sonic Arrow goes over the wall, so yeah. Oh, they steal away the camp. Really good siege in bottom lane. Tribute. Curse is available for Copium here. There's no delay either. Okay. So you have boss plus curse in top lane. Enemy boss and siege giants in bottom. See how Falstad manages that. Oh, we have a pause from Hazu. Okay. Go ahead and jump out of the game. Keep that competitive integrity, all that good stuff. And we'll see what's going on with the pause. Alrighty. So we have 13s on both sides. Heavy casters, collision course. Boss and all of that looks good. The ready from Hazu is already coming out in chat. We'll see if the enemy team is ready as well, and then we can jump back into this. As a reminder, while we're in this pause here, we do have the VODs for Murky Cup is going to be starting on Friday, July 11th. I will start getting those VODs all up. I've already edited Group A and B. I still have to do Last Chance in the playoffs, but I'll get Group A scheduled and stuff like that. And so Murky Cup, Group A, and stuff like that will be going up very soon. But we're back in the game, everybody. Little pause happens. Boss in the bottom is going to take down the keep front gate. We've got Falstad managing the wave, and it's going to get a few autos. The keep will be pretty healthy here. Top lane boss, backed by Blaze at about 75% HP. Sonic Arrow goes out. Copium pushing heavily through top lane. Falstad in bottom. We've got Dahaka in mid as well. Both of them working on waves, I do believe. Boss is going to get keep front gate, and I think that'll be the end of the siege through top. Maybe a quick rotation into mid. 20 seconds to go on objective duration. Stormbolt hits Wubby. Polymorph is there as well. Dragon's Arrow fired from by the keep, basically. Stormbolt again, landing into Wubby. Falstad flying into a horrible position. Gets bodied by Breeze.
My curse subsides.
Alright, Impale onto the wave. You've got your enhanced agility for Dahaka at 6 stacks. Muradin being poked at by Lucio. Charge again, this time onto the Blaze as Pyromania is active. Serdath is able to back off. Genji Shuriken Mastery is done, has the Shin Gun level 13. 16 almost here, but Bounty Hunters with a little bit of an experience lead. And they only lose the fort in top lane during that curse phase. They do get some damage on the keep front gate. Bottom fort is still alive. Honestly, that was an insanely good defense from Bounty Hunters during that curse. I thought way more was going to be achieved from Copium. As 16 does roll through on that right side in a moment. Next tribute will be bottom center of the map, and we'll see who's able to grab it. Sylvanas will be picking up the Evasive Fire at level 16 here. No Will of the Forsaken. So we also do have your Criterize, Juggernaut Plating, Dwarf Lunge, Airy Gust, and Reflect for the Genji. Burrow Charge misses, the drag won't follow up, and good attempt onto Nano, Genji, but won't be able to get the kill or setup. Mid lane wave is being pushed up here, sidewall's being taken down. Sylvanas Black Arrow is not active, little scatter comes out as well.
The choice is simple.
And the tribute in the bottom. It's going to be spawning, as I mentioned, neutral position, but wait a minute, they're going to be going Haunting Wave into the bottom lane wave, but it looks like Masquerade rejoins the fight. We have a Dragon's Arrow, a Bunker coming through as well. Wailing Arrow is available into the backline onto the Brightwing, but Genji trying to get some damage onto Dino, who's a little bit low, has to Haunting Wave to the side. And now Blaze is going to be dragged by Dahaka. Nubrak with a burrow charge. The gust up against the wall is pretty good. The X-Strike finds the kill. Shamada Bro taking down Shamada Bro. All right. A third kill goes over the side of Copium. But it does look like this is going to be Tribute number 2 picked up. Or wait, hold on. So I had to tab out there. No, they do get it. Okay, so 2 out of 3 to the left-hand side. A little surprised that Copium didn't step up for that. Boss for bottom lane, 17 seconds. Boss in top lane, 30 seconds. Siege Giant camp on the left over here being worked on by Lucio. Next tribute point, bottom left of the map, as you can see on your mini. Giant Slayer, Hanzo. You also have the up the frequency, right? Yeah, for Lucio. Stark. I don't know why that got me, but it did. Alright, both the bosses will be up and available. Next tribute could be a curse for the side of Bounty Hunters. Breck burrows to the left. Dahaka brush talking in as well. No 20 on either side. Scatter goes out. Stormbolt misses. Jet Propulsion not finding anything either. Siege Giants in top lane are pushing up. Come back to that in a moment. Scatter somehow bounced into that a little pit and manages to get a delay onto Blaze. 18.5 on your levels right now. Sylvanas is going to go quickly grab mid lane wave. I'm assuming that's going to be the green light for Copium to play aggressive here without the Sylvanas. Now she can jump over the wall easily. That was a great scatter from Hazu. Chunks the Blaze down to about 50%. Giant Slayer value coming through. Sylvanas still clears out mid, saves the fort, no damage on it. Sidewalls and such taken down. And it looks like this is going to be called a disengage from the crew of Copium. Genji with one little delay there onto Hazu, but was able to swift strike in such a way. Blaze clears things out on top. And here comes the curse. They're going to do what every guide has ever said not to do on Curse Hollow, and that is to get boss right as you get curse. No, I mean, realistically, it takes them no time at all to burn through that. Boss in the top lane is being worked on. Is there an invade, or do they want to prioritize structures? They're going to prioritize structures, okay. No invade onto the top lane boss, which will be grabbed. Bottom lane is pushing up slowly but surely. So they get mid-fort. They're going to pivot into bottom and look for secondary, for the keep. All heroics, by the way, off a cooldown. Stormbolt lands onto a Nubrak. Sidewall being taken down already. Bottom keep around 50%. Boss is here. Slam from the boss into Murid, I think from that drag as well. Blaze misses the jet propulsion. Scatters continue to poke out. Boss at around 75% HP. Bunker will conclude or be over. Expire is the word I'm looking for. Burrow charge finds Nano. Extract from the Genji. No level 20. Gust pushes back the enemy. The curse will end. And they're going for it still. Okay. Boss gets cleared away. Opposing side boss in that top lane is going to be looking like it's going to take down Keep. We'll check on that. Possibly, as Brightwing does go down, but Retsu will be traded healer for healer. Nano caught inside the cocoon. Falsta trying to break out the Genji quickly here as Murd and Dwarf Toss gets interrupted by a drag. The boss in that top lane will take down the Keep. How healthy is it? They're going to back off and defend. Okay. I thought with the double kill they would go for the core, but no. Dino's going to hearth out. Boss will get some shield damage, and I think that's really about it. Yep. So win condition set up through bottom lane. Boss and bottom will be up in 3 minutes, so we're looking at about 20 minutes in game time. Let's round on that number for ease. Level 20s are here, and we didn't talk about them. We got Bolt of the Storm for Sylvanas. You're going to be looking at your Contagion, Bullseye, Rewind, and Mixing Fire. On the opposing side, Invisible Friends, Epic Mount for the Falstad, as well as Living Weapon, Rewind, and Fortified Bunker. Couple seconds left on the Lucio death timer. Still just checking on boss timers.
I grow tired of your petty squabbling. Gather tribute.
So 0 out of 3 for both sides. Dahaka's in position for this next tribute. It is on the left side of the map for top area. Technically, the positioning is favorable to bounty hunters, but there's no fort to retreat to. Granted, there are waves pushing in top and mid. Bottom will be cleared away, so I assume this tribute will just be given. All right, we'll be in position. Blaze in top lane. Burrow charge comes through, lands onto a new Barak. Haunting wave as well. Lucio with a little sound wave. Rewind from a new Barak, scatter off the wall, forces the bunker. And I think that's all they were trying to do. I think they were just trying to force out bunker from Blaze. 80-second cooldown. Currently at 70. Well, it's a waiting game. Boston 1 minute 13 for bottom lane. Tribute will be in the bottom center location. Muradin Dwarf tosses in, gets hit with a little sound wave. Boombox comes down, rewind, as well as the Avatar. The Dragon's Arrow is massive. Rutsu's a little bit low and is going to be taken down by the X-Strike reset of the living weapon. Genji deflect is good, and now the crew of Copium chase in for more, but they're not going to be able to do... They're not going to be able to achieve much. Siege Giant in top lane cleared away. Falstead grabbing Soak in mid. Stormbolt from Muradin thrown out as well. "36 seconds on that Lucio death timer. Boss for bottom, 27 seconds. Boss in top, 37. All right, so we got 1 out of 3 curse points on both sides. Kill advantage on the right, but it is going to be 21. Oh, that's a good soothing miss to mitigate the drag. The Stormbolt comes through. Breeze gets chunked. Rewind has to be used. Falstead flies in, and they take down a Nubarak first. That will be your Dahaka falling next, and the bottom fort picked off. Copium trying to take a map number 1 in this best of 5 lower bracket final. This is going to be your boss grab for bottom lane. Will they double, or will they grab boss and push bottom on to keep? As I mentioned, the top boss is kind of a win condition as there's no keep in this lane. They could just push up through with it at full HP just about. But let's see what we got here. They grab boss. Death timer's 33 to 36 between a Nubarak and Dahaka. Shuriken's onto the keep front gate. Yeah, they want to commit to end through bottom with boss. Or at least guarantee the keep. Siege damage onto the keep already. Falstead flying short distance on a Dino with the Gust as well. The Dragon's Arrow will not connect, and that's Sylvanas being taken down. This is going to be your keep picked off as well. Stormbolt again misses, and it's looking like this boss will move to core. Nubarak has respawned. Dahaka up in 1. 50 seconds still for that Sylvanas. Burrow charge misses. Muradin Dwarf toss to the side. Stormbolt gets thrown out. Misses Hazuab's. Boss is working on shielding. Genji on core as well, by the way. Falstead helping out. Meanwhile, it's just harassment on the right-hand side. Yeah, Falstead and Genji will have this. The Falstead flight, but he gets cocooned in the end. Boss will guarantee this map number 1. And Copium have the lead in our upper bracket best of 5 finals. Winner going to the grand finals next weekend. GG, well played. The members of Bounty Hunters will fall in map 1. Deja vu, chat. Deja vu on this one, huh? Map number 2 is upon us in our third best of 5 of the day. On the left-hand side, it's going to be Bounty Hunters down in this best of 5 series for the position of grand final through the upper brackets. They will have first pick priority as the losing side, meaning Copium is going to be choosing to take us to Infernal Shrines, which I think Copium has some pretty good control here. Now, the 10 heroes that were played in Map 1 are unavailable for Map 2, 3, 4, or 5. So Noah, Nubarak, Muradin, none of that stuff. Sylvanas is unavailable as well. So that will be... that'll be nice. Johanna's still up and available. Lucio's gone. Brightwing's gone. I wonder what they're going to be leaning into here. I'm curious. Oh, yeah, I do see that Rutsu is currently drawing a lot of Maev bans. There's going to be a target ban onto Masquerade Johanna as we go ahead and get your Twitch prediction going for all of you as we have our last ban on the right side from Copium. What do they want to get rid of here? Will they ban like a Stitches, Medivh, Kael'thas potentially? Rutsu does like to play Kael'thas here. Had a really good Kael'thas game earlier today. Gonna ban the Junkrat. Okay. Poke potential's good. Rotation harassment's fine. So no Junkrat this game. What will be the first pick for Bounty Hunters? Blaze was played in Map 1, so no Blaze is available. Dahaka was played as well. Leoric, Diva, Chen. A lot of good solo laners. Yrel is up as well. Sergeant Hammer's phenomenal for this map, but I don't know if they want to first pick a Hammer. It's going to be Yrel. You know what's funny is I look back over at chat and I still see Slag's message about Hazu got Hanzo, it's over. And if you read that in the context of this draft, that literally sounds like, damn, Hazu got Hanzo, they definitely lost the game. I know you don't mean it that way, but just like glancing back at it, I'm just like, it's a little funny. Leoric and Anduin on the right side. Genji was already played, so no, nothing with that. But you have Light Bomb with Leoric Wraithwalk. Diablo's a good Light Bomb target. Tracer Malfurion with a Yrel. What are they going to try and do on the side of Bounty Hunters? They're not going to choke all this, are they? No, I think they're going to play Standard. I think they're going to play Standard. I feel like it's going to be a Kael'thas for Rutsu, as I do see Malfurion... or Hazu ups on Malfurion. Now, there is a swap window, so there is an opportunity for them to do that. But also, Malfurion with a Kael'thas would work really well because of Innervate. And then Stitches could be the last pick as well. Like, Stitches, Kael'thas with a Malfurion, Tracer, Yrel sounds like a really good composition to me, as Sergeant Hammer will be banned away by the side of Bounty Hunters. Now... counterpoint, Copium could take the Stitches here. And they could pick up a Jaina as well. And then flex the last pick with whatever they want to do. Because they have Hook into Chastise, Gorge into Chastise. Okay, so it's going to be Vari and Cassia. I'm assuming it's a main tank Vari in here. Charge Taunt into the Tracer. What's these? As I said, I still like the idea of Stitch's Kael'thas here. I think it synergizes well. Stitch's Tracer is also super underrated. Tracer has nice safe vision for Hook. That's true, yeah.
Will not be denied.
Gul'dan and Diablo. So they've got the Mage that I was hoping for. Diablo for a bit more aggression. I don't like just Cassia. I'd like to see some sort of mage with this. Like, I think there could be a possibility for Imperius, maybe, but I still like the idea.
Glory to the Horde.
I think the Thrall works out here. You got a Root, you got a Sunder to push people back, I assume. Could be Earthquake with the level 20 Earth and Shields for allies. Either way, Twitch Gamble's going. Lurking to support the stream. Thank you so much, Alexia. I appreciate that, buddy. I hope you're doing well. All right. Will Copium take map number 2, or will we have a 1-1 score leading into map 3? Let's find out as we are loading on to Infernal Shrines. Let's get it! Copium on the right side is going to have your Masquerade, Varian, Holpaka, Cassia. Sirdath will be playing that Leoric. Looking at a Nano Thrall, and Banana is going to be your Anduin. Your Manduin. Left side of the map is your Bounty Hunters. Down in this best of 5, trying to make a 1-1 score happen here. We got a Dino Tracer, Wubby, Urel, Rutsu will be playing your Malfurion. Hazuabs on Ghoulish Daniel, and Breeze is the Diablo. There's your no one unlocking the map secret there. Too busy focused on trying to win. You got the 1-2 punch for your Tracer, Devil's Due Diablo, Tranquility Malfurion, or sorry, Emerald Dreams for Malfurion. Pursuit of Flame Gul'dan, already picking up 1 stack. And Dauntless Urel. On the opposing side, Power Word Shield for the Anduin. You've got a Rolling Thunder Thrall, Charge Strike Cassia. Overpower for the Varian for a little bit more tankiness. As when parry blocks a heroic basic attack, heroic strike cooldown is refreshed, and the next one deals 40% more damage. Oftentimes considered a really good talent into the Tracer. And Leoric will go Consume Vitality, so often case it will be that Ghastly Reach. But Neopescence on this map is really good. Mortar Punisher will be in the top lane first. Double Soak rotations looking pretty good from both sides. 11 stacks already for Hazu Gul'dan. A couple more Fell Flames thrown in here and there. Alright. Quick clear onto the camp, and that'll be grabbed for bottom lane. Left side maybe gonna be grabbed here. I know right side did get grabbed already by Copium. Could look to maybe invade on the blue side Impaler camp. The York has pushed a wave onto the top lane fort front gate. Urel comes in with the Avenging Wrath and Righteous Hammer. Decent damage. And as I mentioned, keep in mind that first objective will be in the top lane, so weakening that gate may allow siege further from Copium. As Holpaka goes down, first blood will be picked up by Bounty Hunters. Okay. Varian does pick up his Taunt at level 4. We've got your Ghastly Reach, as I mentioned, for the Leoric, so Skeletal Swing cooldown is reduced by 2 seconds. Enemy heroes hit heal Leoric for 4% of the maximum health, so Ghastly Reach, good synergy with that one, since you have the extra range. Piercing Light, Frostwolf Pack. You've got Ring of the Leech. Firestomp build on the Diablo, by the way. Did mention went into Devil's Due at level 1, no Spell Shield. Varian will clear at the bottom lane wave, rotate up. Alright, first Punisher of the game. We're going to see who's going to be able to grab it. Early game has been pretty decent between both sides. A slight experience advantage on the left because of the kill. Shadow Charge to initiate into Leoric. He's going to Wraith Walk out. Actually doubles back. He sticks around as the allies are right here. Varian goes in for the charge, looking for the taunt onto the Tracer, who gets a recall. Dino dropped low, but not taken down. Masquerade leapt to safety. The tower shots will not take down Varian as Masquerade moves to the right for camp. Or for well, sorry. Tracer blinks in. Leoric Wraith walks to the side. Chunking damage from Hazuabs right there. Well, looks like Bounty Hunters will be able to get the first objective. Masquerade, Holpaka, Banana all rotate into the mid lane to try and take down Wubby. Hand of Freedom because, yep, and Divine. Oh, there you go. Urel just pushes a button and runs away. Jump from the Punisher, lands in. Fort front gate taking a lot of damage up front here. Diablo's full on souls the potential pressure into Tracer, but she recalls once again. Punisher's gonna have a jump here in a second. Onto the Thrall. Top lane Fort getting a little bit low. York is rotating in as well. They're going to look for a 4v5 in this top lane. He should have a nice big skeleton swing onto Rutsu. Thrall gets a root as well, picking up his 3rd stack. But no kill to be achieved. Meanwhile, Wubby continues to soak up for the allies. Bounty Hunters seemingly unkillable here. The threat onto Tracer was pretty good. I'm hoping we see Mortal Strike at 13 for Varian, because I think that might be the last little bit to confirm kills, because the healing from Malfurion's been really on point. Wow, not a lot of believers in Copium. Okay. No flame to Bounty Hunters by any means, but for the Twitch predictors, I'm rooting for Copium. Massive payout for Copium believers. Frozen Punisher will be at the bottom lane. We've got 10 talents here faster on the left, and I don't believe we'll see an engagement here. Diablo looks to initiate. Firestomp goes out. We've got your Sticky Bomb for Tracer. It's looking like Lightning Breath, Tranquility, Horrify, and Urel is going to be Ardent Defender. Dan also finishes out his level 1 questing talent, so he's got a little radius increase on the Fel Flame. They open up Fort Front Gate. Sticky Bomb lands onto Holpaka. Varian pushed around by Breeze. Still have Leorc trying to soak up here, do as much double duty as he can from top to mid while the bottom is being defended. Light Bomb. Valkyrie Entomb. Is this an Earthquake game? No, it's Sundering. Okay. Varian, by the way, is going to go Warbringer. No shield wall at level 10. I was thinking that he would, but not going to happen. Tracer in the top lane, though, looking to pressure onto Leoric. Pulse Bomb at 84%. Leoric gets the Wraith Walk out just fine. Next Punisher, by the way, should be announced momentarily. I didn't look at when the last one went down, but it's usually around 7-8 minutes in game time. On average, somewhere in that pocket. Left side camp is going to be worked on, but not actually like fully channeled is the word I'm looking for. And neither team will have 13 talents here before this. Right side camp started a little bit later, but it's no big deal. You got Cassie, Ando, and Thrall. This should take mere moments. Left side will be grabbed a little bit later. I like that timing, so it gets into lane during the objective phasing. This actually is going to take a little bit longer, but still, no big deal. A level scaling lead on the side of Bounty Hunters, 12 to 11 and 3/4. 6 Skeletal Defenders already on the left side. Urel goes in with the Avenging Wrath, Righteous Hammer, Divine Steed to back away immediately. Thrall looking to take down Tracer. Dino has to burn all the blink charges. Chain Lightning goes out. Wubby with the Avenging Wrath in. Still waiting to see when the members of Copium step in, because they gotta do something. They've been playing very safe, and they need to pull the trigger because 13's about to be here on the enemy side. You have the Horrify from the Ghoul and the Entomb from the York did come out as well. Masquerade backing away, and honestly, it feels like Copium, I don't know what happened. They were like neutered from map number 1 to 2. What is going on here? Valkyrie comes out, the Sundering as well. Leorc falls. And Copium, once again, unable to find any sort of aggression, unable to find any sort of kills. And this is going to be Dino stepping up for good sustained damage. Varian charging out. He gets pulled by Diablo. A beautiful bait as Masquerade. Light Bomb will be applied to them. Everyone backs away. Tracer gets taunted. Gul'dan trying to chase in. Tracer gets the last auto damage needed. Varian falls. Sidewall taken down in case they can play off the Punisher jump. Fallen Shaman, by the way, has been pushing the entire time in top lane. Looks like they're going to go for mid lane forward. Okay, so they're just going to take down outer structures. Damage goes into the keep front gate here. Avenging Wrath into this pit for Impaler Camp, and it's looking like Bounty Hunters are in complete control of Infernal Shrines. As they say, or as the phrase goes, Bounty Hunters are in the driver's seat right now, and COPIUM is just... I feel like COPIUM is actually being dragged behind the horse. That's how it feels. Like, every time they try and do something, the fights don't look really strong. It feels like the team is not really committed to... I don't know. The fights have not really felt very well from COPIUM, and their draft is decent. I really do think they've got opportunities to find kills, but it's just not working out. Retsu's healing is just really on point. Pulse Bomb onto Hopaka. Recall immediately. Gets a little bit of damage and has that slow. Bottom lane wave will be dealt with over here. 16 talent here almost picked up. Tracer and friends have a lot of damage into Leoric, but he gets the Wraith Walk out in time. Did go for the Ominous Race. We'll see Royal Focus 16 if we get to 16. Entomb lands onto Breeze. Chastise goes out. Yrel jumps in. There's going to be a taunt onto her as well. Ardent Defender available. Sundering from Thrall. The Valkyrie miss. Actually, it finds the Yrel who Venging Wrath's in, but not going to work out. 0 stacks on Piercing Light. 0 stacks for the Thrall level 4. The Leap of Faith is good on the Masquerade. I thought the Surdath would go down on the right, but is able to Wraith Walk away from the Lightning Breath. Charge. No taunt. Chastise goes out. Taunt actually just coming off a cooldown. Root goes down from Malfurion. Masquerade getting chunked. The mid lane keep is so very low, and the next Punisher is going to be a mid lane. Cassia falls as well, and Gul'dan gets the hit on the keep. I think they're just going to go core. Bounty Hunters, they're going to speedrun map number 2. It ain't as fast as the other one at 9 minutes something. 9 minutes 52, but still. Looking for another kill. On to Banana. Taunt from Varian will activate again. Looking to take down bottom lane keep as well. Objective phase will be announced in a few moments. Mid lane wave crashing in. Bounty Hunters with a massive advantage right now. Pulse Bomb goes out. Taunt lands into Yrel. Wubby backs away. Ardent Defender was used. Valkyrie goes fishing, finds nothing, which that felt like it should have. Or it looked like it should have. Well, no end of the game. Bounty Hunters will continue this, which does mean COPIUM, if they can hit 16, maybe they can find a counterplay, but I mean, that 16 is very far away. Are they just going for this without 16s? Risky. 10 of 40 Skeletal Defenders on the left side. Fallen Shaman for a little bit more experience, but I think Objective gets... Oh, they back away, so there's going to be a small delay onto this. 16 does trickle through, but I'm assuming Objective goes over to Bounty Hunters. Yeah, I don't, yeah. Okay. Sundering up in 2 seconds. Surdath is going to Hearth out for full HP. 39 on the Objective to grab double Impaler Camp to push things up. Fallen Shamans will brawl out in top lane. Diablo Firestomp scouts out the Varian. Breeze is not very far from the team. But it is even talent here. Bro, if COPIUM gets like a Penta here and gets Objective, that would be insane. Entomb. Diablo gets cleansed. He's still stuck inside the Entomb, but he'll be able to back off just fine. Pulse Bomb connects on the Masquerade. Mid and top are still pushing in against the side of COPIUM. Diablo may be fishing for an angle here. Another Fire Stomp goes out. Baylor Camp moving in towards core. Leo is going to Hearth out for full. Varian charges, but a little disconnect on the communication there. Wubby will try and delay out any Hearths that were happening. Leoric is showing on wave. Sundering comes out from Thrall. Chastise is good. Tracer looking for a flank. Pulse Bomb. No, actually 40% on that charge. Masquerade still looking to back away. Avenging Wrath, the little itty-bitty Leap of Faith. Root will not connect, but that Horrify is going to be catastrophic from Hazuabs. I think that's going to be core. Wubby's literally already working on the shielding. The Punisher is here as well, and I believe, ladies and gentlemen, We got a 1-1 score in our hands as we head into map number 3 of this best of 5 upper bracket final. GG, well played. No potential 3-0 from COPIUM. Wow-wee, what a game. That Horrify was absolutely godlike. Good job, Hazu. Tomb of the Spider Queen, map number 3 in this upper bracket best of 5 final. Left side of the map is going to be the crew of bounty hunters, and your right side squad will be COPIUM. 1-1 score in this. First pick goes over the side of COPIUM, and they'll go ahead and get rid of the Vala immediately. This has been a map where we've seen Dino do hypercarry Vala easily. So they're just going to go ahead and get rid of that. Dino got the Tracer game in, which I wouldn't say it was just Tracer. Honestly, I think Hazuab's was the MVP of that last game. Hazuab's Gul'dan was so good on Infernal Shrines just now. Bree's Diablo control was really on point. Wubby's Yrel was just phenomenal, but Yrel's a really great character, and Wubby's a phenomenal player as well, so... We do have your Johanna target ban. Vala will be removed as well. So what do they want to get rid of here? Medivh is decent on Tomb, but they're going to continue to ban away the Maiev. I was wondering if they would try and grab it, since they have first pick on the side of COPIUM, but no. They're not going for it. Chromie will be unavailable as well. So what is going to be our first pick here from the side of COPIUM? What is the secret sauce they want? Junkrat. Junkrat's great for the double soak. He's got phenomenal harassment with Concussion Mine and Steel Trap from top to mid. I don't think Rhaegar has been played yet. Rhaegar has baseline Purge, which is a really good, cleanse to have. So maybe like an early Rhaegar. Zagara will be grabbed. Interesting. Good siege potential from that. Really good late game scaling. Next 2 picks though. Garrosh Zagara. What do you want to do into this? You could maybe consider Zool. His double soak is pretty good with the team, but then maybe you're leaning into like a main tank Zool, and I don't know if you want to do that. It does have really good clear onto the waves and stuff. It's going to be Rhaegar and Stitches on the right side, and I think this is really good. I think this is a great start. Junkrat with Steel... So it's going to be Steel Trap build with Chattering Teeth and Sticky Wicked, I would assume. So that way Stitches can drop the Gorge target in front of that. It'll get the silence and everything. There's a possibility for Big Az as well. Probably going to be Gotta Trap them all. Mid-ban phase... Smurro. I was thinking this would be a Medivh ban. Or maybe Bounty Hunters want the Medivh so they can portal in and save the target? Falstad was already played in this series, if I remember correct as well, on Cursed Hollow map number 1. So, no Gust of that. Brightwing's been played, but they don't need a healer. Rexar to be removed. I mean, Misha can be sacrificed to eat hooks, so that's not a bad idea at all to get rid of the Rexar. Flare is a good utility at level 1 since it has 100% uptime. It's 20-second cooldown, and the moment the cooldown ends, the flare ends, so you just throw another flare. So I guess you could say like 95% uptime. There's a little bit of downtime. There's the Medivh that I was thinking about. So they do want to have the Medivh to answer the Gorge, but they're lacking in healing and damage, I feel. Zagara is just not going to be enough. Tyrande, Lunar Flare to maybe catch the Stitches to stop him from running away. Junkrat, Rhaegar. Okay, it'd be crazy if they pick up the Alexstrasza still. I doubt it. I doubt they do like solo lane Rhaegar. I don't think. I think they want the baseline cleanse so that Stitches can run away fast. Last two picks, though. I feel like they need a little bit more burst and wave clear. I'd love to see, like, a Jaina or a Kael'thas as a mage. Chen Lunara. I forgot to start the prediction. I apologize. Chen. Okay. So, like, Wandering Keg to push away the allies trying to save the initial target, or even Wandering Keg around the portals. Last pick on the left side, I feel like they need more wave clear. I like a standard mage here.
Death is beyond your reach.
I don't hate it. I'm not crazy about the Bounty Hunter draft. I think it can work for sure. I just like the draft of Copium way better. So we'll see how it all works out. Let's get into the game. I see Stitches, I bet Stitches. But are you going to bet $250,000 on Stitches? That's the real question. Left side of the map of Tomb of the Spider Queen, we're looking at the Bounty Hunters with Rutsu playing your Tyrande. You got a Dino, Zagara, Hazuabs, Medivh, Breeze on the Garrosh, and Wubby Malthael. Right side of the map is going to be Copium. It's a 1-1 score on both sides in this best of 5. Hopaka, Lunara, Masquerade, Stitches, Banana will be on the Rhaegar, Nano, Junkrat, as well as your Serdath, Chen.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let the battle begin.
Ooh, first Sentinel hits the Rhaegar. GG's.
You have my attention.
Now you have my attention, I agree. Portal Mastery. You've got your hook onto Breeze here, who's gonna throw Masquerade out of position. Medivh looking to get some stackage. The Lunar Flare misses with the Lunar Blaze level 1. You got the Fear the Reaper Malthael. Unrivaled strength for the Garrosh, as well as Corpse Feeders on the Zagara. Level 1, blow him up for Junkrat. I love it. Hitting an enemy hero with Concussion Mine or Steel Trap causes Junkrat to deal 25% more damage with basic attacks and basic abilities for 6 seconds. Keep an eye on that Junkrat build. We got freshest ingredients on Chen. You got Hungry for more for Stitches, Lunara, Sentinel Wisp, and Colossal Totem Rhaegar. Just trading damage here. Masquerade gets a nice little chain heal. Chen will do his best to clear things out in bottom. It looks like Wubby's going to head over for Bruiser Camp on the left side off of spawn. Same thing from Banana and Nana, which is going to be scouted out by that Sentinel, by the way. Alright, traded mid lane camps. Both teams just picking up gems here, 15 to 15 abouts. Medivh will take down the Lunara Wisp really quickly. Another Sentinel goes out, connecting onto Banana again. Stitch is just trying to pick up as many regeneration globes. Wubby in the bottom lane trying to back away with that Fear of the Reaper. Good auto attack damage coming through. The burst is not going to be enough. Chen gets thrown out of position into tower shots. The flying kick. Is there a chain healer? Anything to see a brew? He does that brew. He heals up just enough, and the stagger will not be taking him down. Junkrat's able to get a wave pushed up onto the fort front gate in top lane. Zagara doing double soak. Does have Creep Tumor spreading all around. Eating the steel trap over there as well. Oh, we actually have Boom Pow for the Junkrat. I like it. So no Chattering Teeth. You can still go Sticky Wicket 7. Unfortunately for Junkrat, he is going to go down. Medivh finding first blood right there. As Rhaegar lunges in for this camp. Wubby seen by the Sentinel Wisp. Rutsu as well. Diva's gonna drop down from the sky, looking to get some stacks as well. Wubby will grab the camp. Garrosh Groundbreaker does connect. A hook goes out. I thought that would pull, but it didn't. Portal to maybe jump onto Lunar. She gets thrown to the left side. Lunar Flare misses. She hugs next to Rhaegar and will be fine to hippity-hop out of that one. Junkrat, Zagara, and top lane continue to do double soak against each other. Zagara sustaining creep. A lot of really good creep tumor setup. Medivh hooked, but no Gorge. We're not at 10. And he's going to be able to portal up and portal out. Raven Familiar will be the level 4 for him as well. Turns in a few gems. I think it was like 2 or 3 there. I don't think Medivh had many. Wisp has Vision of Breeze and Hazu. Portal set up, and Hopaka safely behind the gate. Oh, Masquerade holding 6 currently, trying to bait out some abilities from Dino, I think. Dino did go into your Bile Drop level 7. We do have that Touch of Death for Maltheo for the healing debuff as well. But here come the blue Web Weavers in bottom lane. Wubby getting a little bit low. The portal set up by Medivh. A hook comes through onto Hazu, but now Sirdath is thrown out of position. Activate Stagger. Flying kick to the side. He's fine. Another hook goes fishing for Hazu. Doesn't find anything. Cigar creep spreading around further. Web Weaver in the top lane is going to be a little... Oh, nice. Oh my god, that portal's beautiful. Nano, goodbye. Nano does go down. Breeze with the setup. The portal from Hazu is great, and this top lane Fort Front Gate will be annihilated. Maybe even the structure as well. The Web Weaver's really healthy. The summonables have really good auto attack damage, and actually, the summonables, these babies as Justin would call them, they actually have slightly higher damage than the Web Weaver, but also a faster attack rate. I believe it is 1 attack per second for the babies, and you get 1 attack every 2 seconds, basically, from the Web Weaver. I believe I have it right. We looked it up yesterday, and I'm pretty sure I'm remembering correctly. Either way, I might be phrasing it incorrectly. Either way, we have our Medivh, though, 20 stacks on that baseline of 40. Stitches is going to be 7 globes away from getting an upgrade on his movement speed. He has 5 increase, unmounted, just from taking the talent, and then you get another 5% every single time you pick up 20 regeneration globes. So 7 more, actually 6 more now that this camp is grabbed. And... Masquerade will have a little bit more movement speed. But also keep in mind, you are raising your overall health bar as well. Well, Web Weavers are available to Copium. Heroic on the left. Nidus Worm Zagara is a bounty. No Devouring Maw. So we've got a Nidus Worm Zagara. We'll see if they can win with it, which will be a bounty collection or a ticket. Last rights, we have Shadowstalk, Warlord's Challenge, and Leyline Seal. Opposing side, Gorge, Wandering Keg, Ancestral, Leaping Strike, and Riptire. Pretty standard stuff. Creep Tumor over here, or sorry, the Nidus Worm over there around the boss pit. Lunar Wisp is being moved up. Maybe it actually scouts that out. Does Sentinel Wisp have the vision of that? No, it's going to be under it. Dang. Baneling's thrown in from Zagar to push up the wave. The portal set up by Medivh, but Nano has the concussion mind to immediately back away. No Sticky Wicket level 7. Gonna go into Bog Down. Nice Indomitable from Garrosh right there. Banana trying to turn in 12. Another 23 are needed for the Web Weaver summoning. Oh boy. Garrosh running straight at Masquerade, who gets a hook into a Gorge. Is there a steel trap or anything around? Doesn't look like it. Portal set up by Medivh, but the Wandering Keg to split Breeze further away. The Leyline Seal does not get... Actually, it only hits on the Stitches. Breeze on the right side of our screen, I believe, is dead. Indeed. Well, If they can sustain those picks like that, Copium can definitely have a game-winning map. We'll see if they're able to do it. Nidus Worm on the left side discovered. They'll take that one down. Still another available in the top lane near the boss. Stitches will have the last little bit of a turn in, but he's going to be delayed by a Sentinel from Tyrande by the fort. Medivh providing that vision for the angle, but unfortunately unable to sustain that. 22 stacks for Hazuos as he actually picks up 2 more in this mid lane, dropping down from bird form. Junkrat just pushing the wave out.
Descend, my daughters. Descend and destroy the blue team.
All right, it's all looking pretty good. Another Sentinel to go out from Tyrande to get vision. 13 talents here, going to roll through in a moment. Second Web Weaver phase of the game overall. First one for the side of Copium. Malthael Market's thrown out. Stitch is looking to step up here. He has a hook. Nice self-cleanse on the level 13. Inevitable end. So bottom Web Weaver is going to prioritize the fort here. Top and mid are pretty much cleared away. Wisp from Lunara does scout things out. Sees the Nidus Worm over there. I thought that hook was going to grab Garrosh. I really did. That was so very close. But either way, the Web Weaver in bottom lane is going to be cleared out soon. Zagara heads to top lane, spreads more creep. No stacks on the level 7 for Dino. No last rites for Malthael. We actually have Harsh Moonlight at level 13 for the Tyrande. No Quicken Blessing. I was wondering if that would be picked up for the Garrosh, so you can just get a little bit more movement speed for him as well, just to run at the enemy. Stitches goes fishing with another hook. Zagara not pulled out. That's going to be just another Gorge onto this Garrosh. Leaping Strikes, Riptire, Force of Will, Blast Breeze back into tower shots. The armor is being debuffed by the fort shots as well. Another hook, this time onto Medivh. Leyline Seal thrown out. No activation of the Steel Trap or the Concussion Mine because Junkrat was inside the Leyline Seal there, but there's enough for a Web Weaver turn in, and Serdath starts it out. So Chen gets the tag onto the camp. Rhaegar unable to get Siege Giants activated in time. So Bruiser camp for mid lane. Garrosh just respawning. Level 13 is here on both sides. It is going to be full Concussion Mine build for the Junkrat. Not even going to go for big as level 13. Lunara will pick up Let Them Wither. Increase the Crippling Spore's slow duration by 1 second to cause them to no longer decay. Mid camps are going to crash in. Web Weaver's here as well. Third Web Weaver phase overall. Second to the side of Copium. Toss, Groundbreaker. Masquerade really low. Warlord's Challenge, and the Ancestral Healing does not come through in time. The Water and Keg a little too late. Ancestral got put on a 10-second cooldown. Oh, me too, Stark. I'd say like Tomb is probably in my top 3 for maps to cast. Which, funny enough, every time in the past, like years ago, every time in the past when I would cast this map, I would literally have panic attacks. I don't know why. I would literally have horrible, horrible panic attacks.
It is over.
You know how I fixed it? I just kept casting Tomb of the Spider Queen, and I was like, one day I'll stop. And I did. We'll be seeing Siege Giants or bottom lane. Garrosh starts out the boss. 16 talents here slightly. Oh, that's a good hook into Gorge Tyrande. Malthael's like, but I'm currently turning in. Oh yeah, the Pinata effect is super fun to watch. Yeah, same thing with like Blackheart's Bay. A hook denied by Indomitable. Riptire to chase in, but it won't find a kill. Just gonna get some damage. And the blue Web Weavers will descend. Bottom lane pretty far pushed back. Mid lane is going to be neutral and cleared away. And top lane is going to be up a little bit, but the top lane fort's already been cleared out or taken down. 16 Spread Volleys, Pulverize, Earth Grasp Totem. You've got the Flying Leap and Unfair Advantage. Temporal Flux, you've got your Corrosive Saliva, Earth Shaker, Mortality, and Empower as well. He is trapped forever. You are correct. He is literally just trapped. Poor Harrison Jones. Well, Web Weavers from Bounty Hunters get the bottom lane for it. Oh, seriously, Stark. Seriously, the hooks, like, Breeze's indomitable activations have been just god. Like, Tyrande doing a phenomenal job. Not landing many lunar flares, but still, like, zoning potential and stuff, yeah. Back-to-back Webweaver availability is here for Bounty Hunters. We'll see if they go and get it. Webby with 25. Actually, Webby has the turn-in. Another great self-cleanse. And gets it here. Zagara tagged the boss, and they know. This is a known fact. You can see it on the minimap right there. But will they go for it? Leyline Seal is available. Flying Kick in. Wandering Keg is off cooldown. Actually, all heroics are off cooldown. Boss gets leashed. If it goes to full, it'll disappear, and it does. So that'll be that. No boss to be grabbed. No traded kills. No deaths. So Webweaver in bottom. First one to descend. Mid lane a little further back, and top lane looking like it's working its way towards keep. Lunar Flare goes out, gets the double hit right there. Hook fishing, doesn't find Breeze. Just to the side, Junkrat dealing with top lane. Bottom lane is actually just slowly dying. But can mid fort be saved? Down to about 25%. Lunar Flare finding another 2 stuns. Hook goes fishing. Malthael self-cleanse. Might have actually pulled the Malthael. And Junkrat will clear out the wave. Alright. Gosh, yeah, these hooks are so close. That last one just finding a minion. Catapult in top lane, pushing up. We do have Webweavers 1 gem away on the right side. COPIUM so very close to a Webweaver turn-in. And they'll need everybody to turn in on the party. Alright. 19. Zagara heads to top lane as well. Good self-cleanse again from Wubby. God dang. Zagara did tag boss. She's working on it. I don't know if Malthael was seen. No, he was on minion wave. Okay. So, are they going to give boss to go for turn-in? It's looking like, yeah. I don't think they make the rotation up here fast enough. Leyline Seal, I think, was used. Yeah, it was, to delay out. Chen won't get there in time, so just a little too slow on the rotation. Oh my god, are you serious, Wubby? Jesus Christ, the inevitable ends have been so on point. Like, wildly on point. 20 talent to your left side. We've got your Unrivaled Strength. That's not right. That's going to be Titanic Might. We do have Pack Instinct. You got Medivh Cheats. Your No One Can Stop Death and the Shooting Star for the Tyrande. For Copium 20, probably Purifying Brew, Master Hooker, Leaping Strike upgrade. Actually, could be Intensifying Toxin. Ancestral Farseer Blessing. Junkrat with probably extra oomph. No, maybe Cannonballs? Oh! Stitch is going to go Gas Bag. Activating Shambling Horror against Unstoppable for 3 seconds. Shambling Horror cooldown is reduced by 20 seconds. Isn't it baseline like 60 or something? Yeah, baseline is 60. It's almost like I cast this game for a living. That is extra oomph for the Junkrat, okay. Webweaver turn-in, 47 of 65 on the left, 30 of 65 on the right. And we are in the late game tomb where It feels like we're going to be here for the next 8 minutes. Boss in the top lane, 3 minute 26. Around 21 minutes in game time, something like that. Actually, maybe 22. Top fort does go down. Structures are equal on the map, mid fort to mid fort, and both of them are at like 20-something%. Stitches, by the way, does have 43 regeneration globes, so he's got a 15% movement speed when unmounted. 60 of 65 gems are held on the left side, as Zagara Nidus Worm is spread on a couple places on the map. Actually, another one just now being placed over here. To jump into the bottom lane to grab Siege Giants immediately. Nice. Still 9 stacks for the Tyrande at 19 minutes. Creep Tumor, or sorry, the Nidus Worm will be cleared away. We're gonna turn in a bundle of gems. There is the Webweaver summoning for the side of Bounty Hunters. Getting like one good hook gorge is huge here. I'm holding my breath every single time there's a hook. Wandering Keg will get activated by the Chen. Indomitable. Last rights onto the Chen. Don't take him down. Chain heal's good. I think it was like a quick purifying brew. Gosh. Shadow Stalk from the Tyrande. Leyline Seal with the Medivh cheats goes out. Shen flying kick in. Thrown away. The hook again cleansed by Wubby. Jesus. Stitches looks to step up and slam onto the fort. Chen gets a little bit of a gem turn in. No Indomitable this time. Garrosh will be hooked. Leyline Seal down for 33 seconds. The portal is set up. Breeze still just trying to back away. The Riptire coming out from Junkrat. Force of Will is there. Extra Oomph gets the reset. Here comes another Riptire. Cleanse onto Wubby. Force of Will is there as well. Dido only takes a little bit of damage, but the fort goes down. As we enter into 21 minutes on this map. My gosh. What a long day of casting. 7 hours already. By the way, Hazuab's Medivh at 38 stacks. We have not talked about this, but he has not died, but he has not finished. He's been playing patiently. Not being too greedy for stacks, because of course, Stitch's Gorge is something you gotta be careful about. Wandering Keg displacement. Nara burst ability. There is gonna be an available turn-in. Wisp move to the side. A couple of the enemies scouted out here. Hook. Another cleanse. Wubby just knows. I mean, the Zagara creep tumors are providing the vision, if you're wondering. That's the other thing, too. Like, Wubby's literally not just seeing the hook like going out. He's seeing Stitches standing right there, and that's why Wubby knows. Like Wubby doesn't have a crystal ball next to him. Like, when is that hook coming now? Okay, I'm gonna push the button. Blue Webweavers will descend. We're 21 minutes 47 seconds into this map. Number 3 of this best of 5 upper bracket final. Yeah, intentionally blocked it for. Yeah, it's so crazy. It's almost like they played in, like, the highest echelon of Here's the Storm to ever exist. And was on one of the top 3 teams in the world. It's almost like that. $50 globes for Masquerade here. Another 10. He'll be at 20% movement speed increase when unmounted. For those that don't know, mount speed is 130, so 120 is getting pretty close, getting really close there. Wisp from Lunar, just scouting out if anyone goes to boss. We have available turn on the right side. 37 of 70 held on the side of Bounty Hunters. Copium, 18 of 65 turn-ins, 56 held. As we have another Wisp going out, or Sentinel from Tyrande. Lunar Flare lands, 12th stack. Another cleanse from Malthael right there. Hook goes out, but they all just sidestep it. Siege Giants in bottom pushing up here. Concussion Mine allows Junkrat to reposition to safety. 1 stack for Hazu, by the way. I feel like I talked about his 38 stacks a good, like, 2 or 3 minutes ago, and in that time, he got 1. Granted, I feel like Hazu's also been doing a lot of floating around. He's going to finish out his baseline, almost gets taken down. Wandering Kick from Chen. Dino, chunked. Zagara will fall. Riptire from Junkrat, looking for the triple hit, gets it. There's going to be another Riptire coming out very soon. Last rights on the Chen. Brew is going to be drank up. Breeze gets blasted by the concussion. Oh. Boss Webweaver might be GG here, team. Boss plus Webweaver might be GG. The enemy team can't do anything but turn in. There's no camps to grab. It's really not, they can't really push up much. So they'll leave Banana Seraph on this boss because they don't have the necessary gems for the summoning. Nano gets the channel. Malthael, Rutsu are going to be hearthing out. Top lane, is this GG? 12 seconds on Zagara, death timer. 23 for the Garrosh. I'm assuming Garrosh will be up by the time the keep is at like 50%. Leyline seals up cooldown if they want to buy a little bit of time. Keep is at about 50. No, it's way less than 50. And Garrosh will respawn here. Riptire only hitting 2. That's going to be another good hook into Gorge. Zagara, Dino's the target, and that is going to be a portal set up in time for Medivh, but the Wandering Keg is in play. Dino's going to dip, dive, and dodge through both of them, but the Leyline Seal is going to expire here. Flying kick in from Chen. Dino getting really low. Meanwhile, Hazuab's trying to get away from Nano Junkrat. Zagara is done with her level 7, but she's dead for the next 62 seconds while Boss is just wailing away on core. Ladies and gentlemen, Cho'Gall champions, Maiev Masters, and Silly Samaros. We are going to be seeing map number 3 head over to the side of Copium, and they are 1 map away from punching their ticket to the upper bracket grand final and knocking Bounty Hunters down into the lower brackets. We'll find out what's going to happen here. GG's. Well, we're going to get ready for what could be the final game of the day. Be sure to get your subscriptions in because I know you're all just waiting. You're waiting towards the right at the end of the stream because we've been going for 7 hours and 20 minutes. But thank you everyone for hanging out. Be sure to follow if you're not. Be sure to subscribe if you can. If you got a Prime, if you'd like to use it. Thanks for helping out. Thanks for supporting. Thanks for keeping us, well, keeping us able to pay our bills and bring you great content streams and all of this fun. See you after the ads or during. Welcome back, everybody, into what could be the final map in this best of 5 series. On the left-hand side, we've got Bounty Hunters down in this upper bracket final, and they will have first pick priority, which means Copium will be choosing to take us to Alterac Pass. Still, 1 more map could be played if Bounty Hunters find victory here, and let's see what we got going on. Copium will have second pick, so they got the 1-2. Meanwhile, Bounty Hunters will get 3 picks before the mid-ban phase as a target onto a Samuro will happen. Now, will there be another Rutso target ban onto Maiev? Because if Maiev gets picked up by Bounty Hunters, I think they take us to a map 5. Rutso's Maiev is insane, and I don't think it's like, you get it, you win. Obviously, you still have to execute, but literally, even Hazuab's earlier when I was messaging him in-game, he had a really good Deckard game earlier, but he's like, it was all Rutsu on that Maiev. So, we'll see if that'll be picked up here, but it is going to be a Sergeant Hammer ban, as, of course, we get into our gamble. Twitch prediction is up and available. The 30 heroes we have seen so far on map 1, 2, and 3 are unavailable, as this is the Meta Madness style of draft. So, no Anubarak and Garrosh, and I think Muradin's been played, and Genji Hanzo, Anduin's. There's a lot of stuff that's already been played. Chromie will be banned away. Now, is this going to be Maiev? This should be a Maiev ban, but the question is, is there any concern about Vikings or Abathur? Alterac Pass is a macro-heavy map. Vikings could be a really smart pickup for Hazuabs. And then let the allies do whatever they want. I don't remember if Hogger was played in this series yet, but if it wasn't, this is not a bad start pickup either. Hogger's phenomenal for this map to grab camps. It's really quick to get the true objective, to grab the null pack, but since it was not banned away and they have first pick, this is going to be Bandit with the tastiest paws. It's going to be Johanna first picked on the left-hand side for Bounty Hunters. Now, what do we got going on the right? What is our game plan for Copium? Did someone already put 11,600? Predicated on either a Johanna or just blind pick. Whoever's blind gambling 11,600, let's go. Uther Greymane on the right side will be grabbed. Okay. Good stun out the gates. I'm just doing math on like what they have. Curse Bolt's a good chunk. Could be a go for the throat game depending on the drafts. Johanna Shield Glare, Zealous Glare is really good into the Greymane. Li Ming and Deckard. That's not bad. That's a really simple start. Nothing too flashy. Ban-wise on the right. Maybe get rid of a solo laner or a global. Falstead's been played. Has Dahaka been played? Yes, he has. Right Wing's been played. Abathur's available. Vikings are available. I think you take a safe Vikings ban, personally. I think you take a safe Vikings ban. That's my 2 cents. But no, Sonya. Interesting. Why Sonya? Are they going to go for, like, a really heavy front line with a hypercarry Greymane? And they don't want to deal with Giant Slammer 16 and Armor at 20 and Leap and stuff? I don't know. Sonya's interesting to me. Wasn't expecting a Sonya ban. Or even a Sonya priority. Still have Rexar up, which I think he'd be good on this map. I don't think Hogger's up, because I feel like he would have been prioritized by one of these two teams already if he was. But as I said, the day is blending together when we have this many maps. We're on map 14 of the day. I have casted 13 Heroes of the Storm maps, and we're going to make this 14. Hey, who knows? We could go for full games. Zeratul... Are they going to go Juice Pirates? I feel like this is, like, not a good map for Juice Pirates, because it's... Like, Juice Pirates is all about, like, pushing and doing one lane and then going core. But on this map, you can't partially destroy the core because it heals back up to full after X amount of seconds of no interaction. And you typically need to get 2 keeps down to try and, like, rush it down. So I don't think it'll be Juice Pirates. The Tyrael is an interesting play, though. Oh, wow, Hogger was not picked up. Wow. I really thought Hogger was played since he hadn't been prioritized in the draft at all. I honestly, I think Bounty Hunters will take us to a map 5. I really do. Their draft is so good. I think they have a really good draft here. Granted, the kill potential is extremely high on this side. This looks like an awful Juice Pirates draft. What do you mean? Uther's Siege is so good. It is. Yeah, you are correct. That's a bounty, and I don't know how it's gonna do. It's a very interesting pickup into the Probius, because I do think there's some like value. I also think Nano Probius is like really good too. I don't really know about this one. I really do think Bounty Hunters can take us to a map 5. The Probius is a bit of an X factor for me, I'm not gonna lie. Zeratul too, but either way, let's load in. Uther is none of those, Zeratul is none of those, yeah. Yeah. You need 3 building hitters, Tyrael and Morales and Greymane. Greymane Siege is really good, though. Alrighty, everybody, the gamble's at the top of your screen. Could be the final map of the day. And let's introduce our leading team, backed by the best faction and the large lad of Drekthar. We have got Copium on the Horde side of the map with a Nano Probius, Banana Uther, Masquerade Tyrael, Serdath will be your Zeratul, and Hopaka on the Greymane. Left side of the map, backed by the awful, horrible, nasty, icky, bad Alliance, Vandar Stormpike. With Bounty Hunters, your Hazuabs, Deckard Cain, Breeze, Johanna, Retsu will be playing your Imperious Dino on the Li Ming, and that is going to be a Wubby Hogger for the bottom lane. Magic missiles go in. Let's see, we have On the Prowl level 1. You're looking at your Celestial level 1 as well. Impaling Light, sorry. We got Aetherwalker for Li Ming. You've got your Sapphire Decker Cane when applied and hitting enemy heroes. You do have a 65% slow. And Zealous Glare Johanna. Silver Touch for the Uther. Probius going to go for Echo Pulse. You've got your Shadow Hunter Zeratul. Ardent Restoration for Tyrael. And Viciousness Greymane. Oh boy, change to go to the pool just to see an Alterac pass game? Now you can't leave. The pool will always be there. Alterac is now. At least for the next, like, 20 to 30 minutes. So, Zeratul up against the Jahan in the top lane for the time being. Imperious in bottom lane clearing out the pylons of Probius. As there was a mid lane null pack grabbed on both sides. Probius looking to push things up in mid. Pulse Cannon set up in front. Scroll of Ceiling. Roger Cube applied as well. Stun goes out onto the Johanna. And Imperious thought about engaging here, but just rotates back into bottom lane. Leave your bed at least. He did, actually. I see the one next to his name. It's getting up there. It's looking like there's over 100,000 in total on the Twitch Gamble. Nicely done, everybody. So many of you are here today. Thank you so very much. Really making my day. Some bottom lane to be cleared away. Some damage onto the fort front gate. We currently have Li Ming, Zeratul on top, and Zeratul going to try and pressure onto Dino. Singularity Spike connects, but no follow-up.
That the Horde's keeping some of our soldiers prisoner. Get ready to free them.
You should never bet. No, you should always bet on the Horde. Drekthar. Look how badass Drekthar is. Who cares about what's going on in top lane where Hazuabs may die? Meanwhile, you got boring ass Vandar Stormpike. Oh wow, you got a big hammer. Cool. Yeah. Alliance is boring. Why would I play a fantasy thing where I could be like humans and good? Let's be like orcs and trolls and be evil. Breeze in mid lane is just soaking up here. Masquerade gets more siege onto the fort front gate. Our first objective phase is available on the low side of the map. These will swap between the upper portion and lower portion, and the first three do have some changes. We'll talk about those in a second, as it is 30 seconds for the first, 40 seconds for the second, and 50 seconds for the third. The jailers do increase per each of those, so 2 for the first, 3 for the second, and then third onward is 50 seconds with 4 jailers. I love the idea that, like, as the objectives in this game go, it constantly adds 10 more seconds and 1 more jailer. So, like, in theory, if you get to, like, the 6th objective phasing, there's, like, what, 8 or so jailers there? That'd be kind of funny. This is why I'm not a game developer. I'm sure they tested it out, and they were like, yeah, we should probably cap this at a point. So we got the Herodric Cube Emerald at level 7 as well. It's going to be Potion of Shielding for the Deckard Cain. Incendiary Elixir. No Perfect Aim level 1 for the Greymane. Usually Perfect Aim and Incendiary Elixir are comboed together. Tyrael does have his Divine Vigor and Purge Evil at 4 and 7. Johanna Subdue with the Sins Exposed 7 as well. And we're just waiting for our objective phase to be contested. 23 seconds still remaining on the right side. Zeratul does have that wormhole, almost done with Shadow Hunter. Let's go ahead and cycle through the other numbers. Silver Touch still a ways away, 18 of 80 stacks. And Probius constantly sieging into the bottom lane, getting some damage onto the fort here. Wait, what? What? What am I waiting for? How you doing, Mel? Oh, apologies. Imperius in top lane does go down. I did not even see him getting dove right there. Completely surrounded by 3. Unrespectable 1v1 as Hazuabs gets chased a little bit by Masquerade. Dino with some magic missiles thrown in as well. Cocktails out. Oh, the incendiary elixir level 7. We see Greymane players picking up here and there. I think they just want like more poke potential and cooldown. Zeratul working on the top lane fort front gate, backs away. Heroics here on both sides. Judgment, Tyrael, Pylon Overcharge, Curse Bullet, Might of the Nerazim, and Divine Shield on the opposing side. Stay while and listen. Wave of Force, Bless Shield, Wrath of Angiris, and the Shockwave of Hogger. But yeah, reduce the cooldown of Ghanaian Cocktail by 2 seconds. Every time Greymane hits an enemy here with explosion damage from Ghanaian Cocktail, increase the damage by 25 up to 375. After hitting 15 heroes with the Cocktail, reduce the cooldown an additional 3 seconds. So, more poke potential as I mentioned. Does have Eyes in the Dark at level 4. Bless Shield from Breeze misses on the Masquerade. Objective phase. Nano getting the counter channel. Going to leave the Jailers to do that thing. As Dino's low, the Celestial Charge comes through. The Stay One listens to Zone. And Masquerade a little low here. Needs to back away. Wrath of Angiris to try and close the distance. And that won't be able to pull Banana out of position. Morbius poking here. 1 kill has been picked up by Copium as they did get that Imperious kill earlier on. Celestial Charge lands a Banana. Condemn into the mid lane wave. Zerdat takes a chunk here. Greymane still pushing a wave onto the bottom lane fort, by the way. Really good siege damage. Look at that. Look at that Greymane damage. Bark, bark. Channel on the left side delayed up by Li Ming, so it starts, and I think that's like a second or something. But Greymane gets an entire fort. Huge. Huge. Reaver minions coming in through the lanes, or at least through bottom, periodically. Li Ming going for the channel. Celestial Charge lands on Tyrael. Probius has a little bit of delay. Rooted on the right side. Throws it on the pylon. Dino delayed by Masquerade, who jumps in. Healing deep. Oh my god. Divine Shield comes out in perfect timing for the Tyrael, but he still needs to back away afterwards. To say while Listen finds Banana, who gets a stun back into the old man Uther. Celestial Charge misses onto Holpaka. 17 seconds elapsed in the blue, 20 to go on the, or sorry, 17 to go on the blue, 20 to go on the red. As we have our siege camps, siege camp on the right is available, and as I mentioned previously, like if that camp's off a cooldown, there's a safe assumption the enemy's on it. Zeratul is going to show in top lane, so this will be objective phase going over to the side of Bounty Hunters. I don't see a world where it gets delayed or stalled. Unless no one attacks that Jailer. There we go. Hazu has a bonk. Probius grabbing camp. Zeratul pushing wave. Will be with an easy throw dynamite into the minion wave. Zeratul putting pressure onto the Hogger. Camp over here delaying out. Delayed out, excuse me.
Let's do this!
Alright. The Alliance Cavalry moves in through mid, top, and bottom. Zeratul gets the channel. Blinks to the side, and we'll see what the defenses look like here. 13 talent here is going to be here on both sides. A little more experience on the right from the earlier kill, and I think a little bit more minion experience, and camps are about equal, I would assume. Just Hammer, you've got your Divine Rage. Consuming the Valorous Bark reduces the cooldown of Molten Armor by 1 second. Zeratul goes down to Li Ming in the top lane. Hogger with the Pummel, Ancient Blessings. Probius does pick up the shield battery. Pylon Power Field grants allies 49 shield per second up to 194, and it persists for 2 seconds after leaving the power field. Stay a while and listen. Probius is deleted. Jesus, man. 2,179 damage in 0.5 seconds. Probius' total health pool is 2,184. So wait, is that his entire health pool in 0.5? Just about. Jesus, dude. Deleted. Now, here's the thing to mention. The members of Bounty Hunters, they get the mid lane fort down to, let's call it 10%. They take down the top lane fort. They get the Probius kill. And that's really it. I feel like they did not get a lot from that objective phasing. Tyrael, by the way, level 13 Law and Order. Mid fort will be sacrificed. So they get bottom boss. Will they go for double, though? Bottom boss could push and take down bottom keep. I think they're going to go double. I think they're going to go double boss. Zeratul blinks over. Wubby is going to be the target, but Serath is not able to land the Singularity Spike, and I think just backs off. Yeah, Probius sets up in mid. They're going to clear out the null pack against them. Uther rotating towards top. Just going to try and grab some vision really quickly. I think Greymane was seen rotating out, but it's safe to assume that he could be going for this camp. Not seen in the minion wave top lane. Boss and bottom down to 25%. Now the enemy team is rotating out. Yeah, they're not going to go for this. They're going to go for objective. Okay. Imperius shows mid. Probius working on camp over here. Zeratul clearing wave. And Greymane. No, he's going to telegraph they're going for this. Look at this. Look at this telegraphed rotation. But here's the thing. The enemy team is showing in bottom lane, so they would literally have to run across the entire map. So once again, Bounty Hunters are going to like, okay, we're going to give up an entire major structure to grab boss. Now, bottom lane boss, by the way, got this much value. That's it. The fort was already taken down from earlier from Greymane. So top lane fort should be taken down by the boss. Masquerade with nearly half the channel here. Re-stepping up. Magic missiles from Dino fired in. Zeratul looking to jump in here. Top lane fort did go down to the boss, as I mentioned. Still very healthy. Staggering blow into Shockwave. Masquerade gets deleted. And gets like 9 seconds off his death timer there. What was his death recap? Let's take a look here really quickly. 2,393 damage in 0.6 seconds. Jesus. Imperius Molten Armor's active. Left side camp. Maybe Zeratul goes for this. No, I think they're going to try and take down the Decker Cane here really quickly. The Shield Bearer is going to be pretty good, but it's Uther the one taken down. Li Ming will fall. Divine Shield will be applied to Greymane. 1 second on the Tyrael death timer. Ghost Heal Uther was coming through as well. Boss gets not even an auto on the keep. Actually, I think it did get one tiny auto. Objective will be channeled, but it still has 40 full seconds to go. Potion set up by Hazu. Tyrael Judgment on to the Imperius Curse Bullet. Stay a while, delays things out, but Zeratul on the backline harassing the old man. And Imperius will fall. We do have more damage to be applied. No, they're going to go for the objective instead. Massive wave in bottom, by the way. Bosses, 3 minute for top, 1:52 for bottom. Deckard and Li Ming trying to delay out Masquerade. Magic missiles landing right there. Herodric Cube, magic missiles. Nano setting up just above. Uther looking to step up here. Is going to start going for the channel. Arcane Orb, stepped away from. No Triumvirate level 4. Hazu with a delay. No, just a little too late, and that should be objective. Meanwhile, Hogger does go down to the Zeratul Greymane rotation. And I don't think Dino's going to be able to close the distance onto Holpaku. Sidesteps the damage. Lunges in. Wow, I feel like Greymane could have just literally left, but decided to try and go for a Dark Flight, Razor Swipe back. Very awkward. But either way, objective phase will go to the side of the Horde. Divine Shield. Dino is going to be the target of Zeratul. That Divine Shield, usually used in a defensive manner, but instead this time it's like, nah. Use that to chase in. Unfortunately, Tyrael dives in a little too deep. He'll be taken down. Death timer gets a little bit of reduction. I think it hit the Johanna there. Cavalry will confirm mid lane fort. Breeze cancels the Hearth. No Celestial Charge at 13-16, by the way. Divine range with the Melting Touch. Cavalry in top lane. Remember when I told you that that boss pushed up on the keep and took down the gate? Well, that is going to be the situation in top lane. Mid lane Cavalry is already cleared away. Zeratul puts pressure on the Breeze, forces out Iron Skin. But level 20s on the right-hand side. We've got a Redemption Uther, Shadow Stride Zeratul. Probius with the construct additional pylons can now have 3 active pylons, and you increase the pylon overcharge by 25%, the damage I mean. We do have boss in top lane in a minute 16. Bottom lane boss is just now respawning, but the enemy team is showing in wave. And Greymane's still working on a camp. Tyrael's still rotating in. Probius actually is still with Zeratul Uther in the bottom lane. Greymane, how far is he along in this camp? So he's done. Are they going to go in for this is the question. Curse Bullet. Gilnean Roulette at level 20? Okay, we'll talk about that in a second. I never see Gilnean Roulette. That's really cool. So they're going to give Boss. Boss is just given away. All right, so Gilnean Roulette's really cool. So baseline Curse Bullet is 35% of their current health pool with a 30-second cooldown. Gilnean Roulette reduces the cooldown by 24 seconds. That's why you're seeing it say 6 right there. But you're also reducing the Curse Bullet damage by 5%. So it's now 30%. But you can fire a Curse Bullet every 6 seconds for 30% of the current health pool. Bro, that's insane. Like, we never see it. It's so cool. Angel of Justice for the Tyrael. I always like to mention the Angel of Justice range. Let's go ahead and show Tyrael here. If Tyrael can see you on his screen, because this is player vision range, he can judge you. This is the overall range. It is massive. Love to see it. Love to see it. Radiating Faith, Respect the Elderly, Talrosh's Elements, Impervious, and Hogger is going to be going for the no control. Boss is going to be grabbed in top. Decker's already hearthing out. Mid lane keep will fall before the enemy team can rotate back and defend this. Tyrael throws back the Eldruin's Might. Gets a couple autos. Oh, Masquerade plus shield cleanse is good from Uther. The Shockwave from Hogger finds the Zeratul. He blinks away. There's a stun from Banana. The mid lane keep did not go down still, but that will be Hogger picked off. Masquerade with like 600, 700 HP. Good Celestial Charge onto Banana. He's got Redemption. Golden Swirl on that head as the boss in top lane arrives at the keep over here. Massive wave in top. Sorry about that. I saw the Zeratul a little too late. He gets taken down. Judgment from the Tyrael goes in, but he's gapped his team hugely. I don't see anyone else able to step up. Imperious missed the Celestial Charge. Impervious was activated as well. Masquerade rotates down into the bottom lane wave. Boss in top lane is going to confirm the first keep of the map, as we do have mid lane keep over here. I'm going to say triple digits, around 1,500-ish. 1,103. Okay, Vandar. Able to get that top lane. Well, I guess. Oh my god, Probius, goodbye. Chad, I'm telling you, bounty hunters want that map 5. We'll see if they get it. It's so close right now. Celestial Charge is good. Bye-bye, Masquerade. 63, 62, 61. No death time or cooldown reduction. Objective phase still being worked on by Hazu over here.
Good day, my friend.
Good day, Hazuabs. $20 seconds on Probius, 40 for Tyrael. I don't know, team. I don't know. That map 5. Are we going to get max games? I won't be upset. It's currently midnight in Central Europe, so I know there's some players who are like, oh, I have to wake up at 10 a.m. to get to work. I don't know. This is getting late for me. All right. We do have Haradric Cube to check the bush above. We have Zeratul working on top lane wave. I wonder if Hazu has his voice lines or whatever on like a mouse bind, because like I had mine on push to talk, so when I used to do ranked with Tatsuki and friends, literally anytime I would like push to mute or whatever to talk to chat, I would do my voice line. Anyways, pylon overcharges here, Gilnean Incendiary Elixir's done, mid keep goes down. Mid cavalry, around 30%, but bottom lane keep is being assailed by bounty hunters. Curse bullet, I just keep hearing curse bullets. It's off cooldown again. Zeratul manages top lane.
Our cavalry sacrifice will not be in vain. The frost wound.
Yours is all on mouse, yeah. I should bind my voice line to my heroic as well, so every time I use my heroic in a game, I use my voice line. Nice cocktail to check the bush. Alright, boss and bottom is available. Boss in top 50 seconds, and I feel like both teams are posturing for this boss. Bottom lane keep front gate, still pretty healthy. Lust hammer from the Johanna. Gets a little bit of vision there. Dude, this is a tense map 4. This is such a tense map.
More of our soldiers.
Prison locations are opening up. 50 seconds of channel time. Wait, are they giving boss to the enemy? They have to know that they're on boss. Okay, they grab Nullpack from mid. They're going to sprint down to this. Uther should have a... Yeah, they're... Wow. That might have been a misplay from bounty hunters. Unless they're just going to run at the core. What are we doing here? What are we doing?
Free our soldiers and show the whole.
Masquerade judges onto one. The Eldrune's Might immediately goes out. The Divine Shield will be applied as well. And that's all that's... So they burn Divine Shield and Judgment for really nothing. As a massive wave of top lane is going to be crashing onto Vandar here. But not Vandar, sorry, Drekthar. Boss and bottom, just checking really quickly. Could confirm the keep. Null pack over here, scouted out by Breeze's Shield Glare. Still 35 seconds to go on that channel. Boss and bottom, I just keep checking. Reaver minions are here, but the boss is fixated onto this keep and will take it down. Masquerade gets the Eldrune's Might thrown back. Jailer's trying to delay. Zeratul trying to do the same. Boss will confirm bottom lane keep. But it's not going to win the game. Judgment from the Tyrael onto Li Ming. We do have a Tyrael jumping back. Can anyone stall out the objective? 5 seconds, 5 seconds. Does Greymane get the channel? He does! Shockwave from Hogger comes through, but it doesn't land on a Serdath, who's able to jump into the top lane wave. Boss and bottom will be cleared away. Vandar gets back to full HP. Oh, this might confirm mid lane keep. Probius manages top lane wave. 24 minutes just about on this map, number 4. And Copium, they want to win here. Boss is available for top. Hogger's working on a seat. They have to know this is happening, dude. Tyrael gets channel. He's seen, and they know he's alone. They're done with it. They're done with boss. Huge, dude. Like, actually huge. Boss should confirm keep. Mid keep is on, like, what did I say? It was like 1,100. It's 1,103. Legitimately, boss top lane could win, and Copium just needs to delay the enemy's backing and stuff. Well, no, because boss is going to be like 20-something%. And mid is still going to be available, so yeah. Arcane Orb goes out from Li Ming. First bullet lands on a Dino. Zeratul's going core. I think Zeratul's going core. No? Okay, I thought he was. Wait, is he? No pack in mid is pushing up, by the way. Tension. Big tension. By the way, the core defenses. The core HP is around 50%. While the enemy is dealing with the boss on core, and Vandar is healing back up to full, we do actually have no pack over here. Does reduce the armor of the core, but the Reaver minion's going to be the last one there. Zeratul still has Channel, by the way. Celestial Charge will land on the material. Stay one, listen, misses. Channel on the right side happens, and they will get the objective on the right side. What is COPIUM going to do here? Are they going to run at the core? Are we going to get a little base race action? Are they going to throw Hail Mary or defend? Judgment from material. They're going for the defense right now. The shockwave from the Hogger will be coming through. Dino is taken down immediately. Divine Shield on the Zeratul will help that out. Banana's getting a little bit low, but he should have Redemption off of cooldown. I think we know this because he's just running at the enemy, not caring about his own health bar. But Li Ming being taken down is humongous. She is a massive factor in the damage output of the enemy team. First bullet, still finding more connections. Mid lane is crashing since the top and bottom are delayed out by the minion waves. So mid will be cleared out. So objective phase will not do anything outside of help Li Ming get a death timer elapse. Or maybe they push bottom and try and take down Keep. Possibility. So no, they're not going to push. Bottom lane boss is off a cooldown. Top lane boss, 2 minutes and 6 seconds currently. Probius will manage bottom. Is there going to be a fight over this boss, is the big question. Masquerade is seen in the minion wave. Celestial Charge misses. We do have Tyrael backing off. Curse Bullet lands onto Breeze. Chunking for 30%. More Curse Bullet. 2 seconds on the cooldown. Minion wave in mid is beefy. Top lane as well. Zeratul's going to get a quick clear on that. Is that the green light to try and find a fight? Bounty Hunters want to. Celestial Charge misses. Curse Bullet answers. Emerald was applied to that Haraja Cube. Little green flash coming out. Wubby starts the boss. Dino with magic missiles thrown in as well. Tyrael Judgment is available. Zeratul Might of the Nizim will be off cooldown as well. The level 20, by the way, is going to be that Shadow Stride, if you're curious. A nearly 30-minute map. Nearly 30-minute map. First bullet. Boss is leashed and working, or well, tagged again, actually. Mid lane wave is going to be cleared away. I think Drekthar's fine. Boss leashed again. Mid lane wave is actually pretty chunky here. Reaver minions have that physical armor. So much posturing in bottom, but no execution. I'm waiting to see if Masquerade will like rip a Judgment. But I think he's looking for like a weaker target to go on to. Still, by the way, still. But minion wave is here, so this is gonna help out. Boss started for the 3rd or 4th time, I don't actually know. Staggering blow, Wubby hit with a Cursed Bullet. Boss with a slam down on the ground. Drekthar will heal back up to full. Minion wave critting a buffer. Shockwave, stay well and listen. Good cleanse on a Tyrael. They're trying to take down Dino, but he won't fall. Meanwhile, Zeratul's been working on this boss. There's a Curse Bullet that finds Breeze trying to step in. The Sun from Uther, and no one's able to grab it. The Wrath of Angiris misses as well. Curse Bullet finds Rutsu. Masquerade with the Eldruin's Might thrown in. Breeze getting low as well. This is going to be Silver Touch completed by the Uther. 30-minute map. The Judgment from Tyrael interrupted right there. No control from Hogger. Trying to find something right here, but Hogger is getting a little bit low. It's Tyrael the one to go down. Hogger will be traded. Breeze hit with an explosion. Top lane wave is getting huge. Li Ming does go down to the Nexus Forces. Celestial Charge misses, and Zeratul does go down. Probius is going core, but actually he's going for the top lane fort. Or keep. Boss on core. Copium are going for it. Is it defendable? I don't think it is, team. I think Copium have sent the members of Bounty Hunters down into the lower bracket. GG, well played. Copium enters the grand finals with map pick and first pick priority, and they only have to play a grand finals best of 7. That's it. They don't have to run through the bottom bracket or anything. The members of